Testing, testing.
I'd like to thank you all for joining us for our pre-K's production of Fairy Tales. Once upon a time, there were 3 billy goats. One day they decided to go over the river, across the bridge, eat lots of green grass, and grow very fat. The first goat came trip, trap, across the bridge, and out jumped the troll.
You go get me! Billy Goat Gruff. I am gonna eat you for my breakfast!
The troll thought about it, and he was very hungry, so he let the goat come trip, trap, across the bridge. A few minutes later, his brother, Big Billy Goat Gruff, came trip, trap, across the bridge, and out jumped the troll.
I am gonna eat you for my breakfast!
Troll thought about it, and he was very hungry, so he let the goat go trip, trap, across the bridge. A few minutes later, their sister, Biggest Billy Goat Gruff, came trip, trap, across the bridge, and out jumped the troll.
Billy Goat Gruff. I am gonna eat you for my breakfast! Oh, you are you?
And she pushed the troll into the river, and he floated away. And the 3 billy goats Gruff ate lots of green grass and grew very fat. The end.
Very good job. Yeah, sure.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. One day, Mama Pig said, "You're too big to live in my house. You need to move out and build your own house." The first pig was a lazy pig. He built his house out of
Straw.
The second pig was just as lazy as the first pig, only he built his house out of
Sticks.
The third pig wasn't a lazy pig at all. He built his house out of For he knew something that his brothers didn't know, that in the forest not very far away lived the big, bad wolf. One day down the road came the wolf, and he knocked on the first pig's door.
Little pig, let me in. Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. Little hop, L pop, L warrior.
Down with the house. First pig went down the road to the second pig's house, went inside and locked the door. Down the road came the wolf, and he knocked on the door.
Little pig, let me in. Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. Little hop, L pop, L warrior.
Down with the house. The first 2 pigs ran down the road to the third pig's house, went inside and locked the door. Down the road came the wolf, and he knocked on the door.
Little pig, let me in. Not by the hair on my chin chin chin. Little hop, L pop, L warrior stop.
Well, that wolf huffed and puffed and huffed and puffed, but nothing happened. A few minutes later, down the chimney came the wolf, and he landed in their supper. And he ran into the forest, and they never saw him again. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Little Red Riding Hood. One day her mother handed her a basket of food and said, her mother told her 2 things before she left.
Don't stop, don't talk to strangers.
Off down the road went Little Red Riding Hood. Off down the road went Little Red Riding Hood when she saw some beautiful flowers, and she stopped to pick them. While she was picking flowers out of the forest came the wolf.
Where are you going, Lola? To take this basket to my grandma's.
Off through the forest with the wolf as fast as he could to Grandma's house, and he knocked on the door.
Who is it?
Disguising his voice like a little girl, he said.
It's me, Little Red Riding Hood. Come in, sweetie.
Up the stairs went the wolf, and he grabbed Grandma out of bed. He put Grandma in the closet, put on her nightgown, climbed into bed to wait for Little Red Riding Hood. A few minutes later, Little Red Riding Hood arrived. She went right up to Grandma's room and looked at Grandma's ears and said,
The better to hear you.
She looked at Grandma's eyes and said,
My grandma, what big eyes you have. The bird to see me.
She looked at Grandma's nose and said,
My grandma, what big nose you have. The bird to smell you.
she looked at Grandma's teeth and said,
My grandma, what big teeth you have. The bird to eat you.
he jumped out of bed and chased Little Red Riding Hood in the forest, where they met a woodcutter who bopped him on the head and went to sleep forever. Little Red Riding Hood, the woodcutter, went back to the house and found Grandma and ate up all the yummy food that Little Red Riding Hood's mother made. The end. Ava, you stay. Once upon a time, there was a little old lady. One day, the little old lady said,
I'm going to make a gingerbread man.
the little old lady put the gingerbread man in the oven to cook. A few minutes later, she said,
I think it's sweaty.
and out popped the gingerbread man. Push it. Push it. Push it. Push. Push. Push it. There you go. And out popped the gingerbread man. Well, that gingerbread man ran fast. But the old lady ran fast, but the gingerbread man ran faster, and she had to sit down and take a break. A few minutes later, he met a pig.
Oink, oink. Can't get your magic on there.
Well, that pig ran faster, the gingerbread man ran faster, and the pig had to sit down and take a break. A few minutes later, he met a goat.
Mama. Can't get your magic on there.
Well, that goat ran faster, the gingerbread man ran faster, and she had to sit down and take a break. A few minutes later, he met a fox.
Mama says, can I get your magic on there? Confused, I can't hear you. Mama says, can I get your magic on there? Confused, I can't hear you. Mama says, can I get your magic?
Snip, snap, the fox ate the gingerbread man. The end. Everybody take a bow. Ready? Singing loudly.
There's my mom. Hi, Mama. Oh, no. I can together, the more we are together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we are together, the happier we'll be.
Sing a little louder.
The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be.
you go with your parents, I started something new last year. So this year, before they come join you, we are going to do classroom awards. With their classroom awards, they are also getting their yearbook. Just so you know, so that you make sure you get it. And before you leave, if any part of the costume is from the school, if you could just please put it in the basket that is labeled for costumes, that would be great. We use them every year. You ready? All right. The first award is for Best Classroom Cleaner. This award goes to Nicholas Nagayan. Our next award is for Most Easygoing. Maz Ahmed. Our next award is for Best Laugh. Christopher Voluzia. Congratulations. Our next award is for always being a good friend. Murphy McLeod. Our next award is for Best Smile. Kyle Martello. Our next award is for Most Polite. Victoria Simino. Our next award is for Best Artist, Kamala Srinivasan. The award for Best Manners goes to Keegan Briere. The award for Best Dancer goes to Ava Woolridge. The award for Most Inquisitive, Brendan Scully. The award for Most Energetic, Sebastian Wall. The award for Best Storyteller, Alexa Rigoli. The award for the Best Recreations of Spider-Man, And last but not least, the award for Most Likely to Become a Rock Star. Congratulations. We'd like to thank you all for coming and invite you to stay and join us for our wrap party of cookies and cake. Let's go.
Yeah, you did a really good job.
No, I didn't make them. Taffy did.
No, I mean acting.
So we'll make sure